I would like to draw attention to is the market for forensic services, which has been described today as dysfunctional. But if we look back, I believe we can see three trends which have become apparent. One trend in provision is that in-house provision by the police has kept up increasing over the last 10 years, so that by now 80% of forensic science is conducted in-house by employees of police forces and only 20% by marketplace provision. The House of Commons report on the closure of the Forensic Science Service back in 2011 made the strong recommendation that it should be prevented from increasing. Clearly, since that time, it's gone on increasing. The second trend is the charge of serious market fragility and instability. By this, I think that people mean the following. We have a sector here in which we have a small number of large firms which are undercapitalized. Some have withdrawn or gone into administration. Little investment seems to be made in innovation. There's a loss of skills from the profession. When the police forces join together, they act as a monopoly buyer, a monopsony, to drive down prices excessively. A commoditized model for procurement which places undue weighting on price and let on quality of service means that we really are not getting the kind of value for money which we are looking for. And finally, that long-term contracts covering large areas will squeeze out small providers. The third trend, I think, which has been noticeable over recent years is the cut in budgets. You know, if you want to have a vital private sector, there have to be resources in it. And those who are purchasing have to be putting their funds into it. Whereas what we see here is great uncertainty over the structure and future investment within this business. And the question I ask myself is, if I was a private investor, which I'm not, but if I was, and I was thinking, would I put money into this? And the question is, there is so much uncertainty at present surrounding this market. The question I'd like to ask the Minister is this: does she not feel that if we are to have a competitive market in which there is a stream of new ideas coming on and there is innovation, then the extent of in-house police provision not only needs to be halted, but actually needs to be cut back in the way that the House of Commons Select Committee was recommending 10 years ago. And I say this not from an ideological perspective. If provision by the police is more effective, so be it, let's have it. But I have a nagging suspicion that this trend will not produce the innovation which a more open marketplace would provide.